What if the voice in your head isn't you, but an imposter wearing your name? The ego isn't arrogance. It's identity glued to thought. It's the mental mask you forgot you were wearing. A story made of labels: smart, broken, successful, unlovable. But who are you without your story? The ego survives by comparison. It says, I am better than them, or I am worse. But both are lies. Because the real you doesn't need a story to exist. The shift begins when you stop believing every thought that claims to define you. You are not your mind. You are the awareness behind it. But the ego doesn't go down without a fight. It has shaped your entire world, your roles, your self-image, your goals. It's the narrator that makes you the center of every scene, the victim in every argument, the hero of every victory. It thrives on identity. It says, I am my job. I am my trauma. I am my history. So when you try to step away from it, even slightly, it panics. It says, but without me, who will you be? That's the fear beneath most resistance to growth, ego death. But ego death isn't the end of you. It's the end of who you're not. The ego says you need to earn your worth, to prove your value, to fix what's broken. But presence says, you are already whole. Try noticing the voice in your head, not what it says, but the fact that it's speaking. Then ask, who's listening? That's you, the real you, the one who notices, the one who observes. That space of awareness is your true identity, and it's not limited to any label. It doesn't care if you're liked. It doesn't get offended. It doesn't compare. It just watches. And when you rest in that awareness, the ego starts to lose power. It still speaks, but you don't believe every word. It still reacts, but you don't follow every impulse. You develop space between stimulus and response. That's the space where peace lives. You begin to act from clarity instead of defense, from love instead of lack, from truth instead of performance. And life starts to feel lighter, not because circumstances change, but because you're no longer carrying the weight of a false self. This is the essence of awakening, not to become someone else, but to remember who you were before the ego built a mask. You stop asking, who should I be? And start asking, what's here now? You stop living in defense of identity and start living in connection to reality. And reality is simple, clear, alive. It doesn't need a story to be true. Neither do you. Let the mask fall. Let the voice fade. And meet the awareness that's been watching the whole time. Because awareness doesn't need to be defended. It doesn't need to win an argument, finish the sentence, or be understood. It simply is. And in that isness, you find something radical: freedom. Freedom from compulsive self-improvement. Freedom from rehashing the past. Freedom from proving you matter because you already do. You may still hear the ego, it's part of being human, but you don't have to follow it. You can watch the mental movie play without thinking it's you. And slowly, your inner world softens. You stop grasping. You stop justifying. You stop editing yourself in real time to fit an invisible script. You become real, not a better version of the mask, but the being behind it. Still, aware, enough, not because you fixed yourself, but because you remembered you.